Hi everybody, it's Debbie. Well, today we're supposed to get about 5 inches of snow, so I figured I'd sit inside and stay warm. The kids have been asking for cookies, so I think I'll do some gluten-free maple shortbread cookies today. Come on in and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, so what we're going to need today for our gluten-free shortbread cookies is 2 cups of coconut oil, and I nuked it for about a minute just to kind of free it up a little bit. And a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 2 3/4 of a cup of gluten-free flour, 3/4 to a cup of chopped almonds, and 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So first we're going to take the sugar and we're going to add it into our coconut oil. We'll blend this up. Just a rough mix. We'll blend it in really good when we get the flour in there. Okay, I've switched from my wooden spoon. I think this will do a better job. Just whisk that together a bit. Don't worry about getting all the clumps out just yet. We'll blend it good when we put the flour in. You're going to add your 2 eggs and your 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now goes in your 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup. And oh boy, this is so good. This is going to be yummy. I'm going to have to keep these away from the kids, I think. I think I'm going to do a nice hot cup of tea this afternoon and a few of these cookies with my crochet. And it'll be a nice snowy afternoon in front of the TV. Again, I'm trying to do this one-handed, so forgive me. Next goes in the 2 3/4 of a cup of gluten-free flour, and I use Pamela's mix. I think it's the best. And just want to stir that in. So I switch back to my wooden spoon and just want to incorporate all this gluten-free flour in here. And we'll add the rest. You can use any gluten-free flour blend you want, mix your own or whatever. I like the Pamela's mix the best. I think that it does the best job. In fact, my kids like the gluten-free flour pancakes better than regular pancakes now. So. Alright, and now we're going to add our 3/4 of a cup of nuts. I chose to use chopped almonds. You could do pecans or walnuts, whatever you want. I think the almonds will go good with the maple flavor. Okay, so when you have this all incorporated, we're going to be ready to scoop it onto our cookie sheet. Okay, so here I have just a regular cookie sheet, and I've lined it with parchment paper to keep the cookies from sticking. What I do is just cut it to fit, spray it with a little non-stick spray to keep it sucked down to the pan. And we're going to take this and scoop it. I have a little mini cookie scoop thing that we'll use to keep them all pretty uniform in size. I have my oven heated to 375. That's all ready to roll. I'm going to get a pan full. So I've taken just a glass And I want to flatten these cookies down a little bit. So I've sprayed the bottom with some cooking spray. I'm just going to dip it into some granulated sugar. We'll see how this works out. Yep, works good. And you just re-dip it. Just flatten them down. They don't have to be real flat. That's going to be so good. Alright, so we're ready to put them in the oven. And these will bake 375 for about 12 minutes. So we'll see when they come out. Okay, so our timer has gone off. It's actually, I set it for 6 minutes and they look pretty done. So let's take them out and see how they came out. I got my tea all ready. Just transfer them over here to a cooling rack. Okay, our cookies have cooled. Here's the finished product. Nice and crispy. I wouldn't classify them as shortbread, but they're very good still. And here's my tea. And I'm going to go do some handwork and enjoy cookies. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.